Are you frustrated putting money into Google Ads each month and are wondering, is this even working? Is your schedule full of holes? Is your marketing company coming back to you and painting this rosy picture with all the Facebook likes and Google My Business engagement you're getting? You're probably thinking to yourself, I'm definitely just lighting money on fire at this point. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what a strong Google Ads campaign is, something that actually drives new leads and gets butts in the chair. I'll also go over the 3 most common mistakes dentists often make when setting up a Google Ads campaign. Hi, I'm Nithiraj from RevUp Dental. We help dentists get new patients, grow their practice, and beat out their competition. If what you find in today's video is useful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Before we talk about what makes a successful campaign, we're going to go over the 3 most common mistakes dentists often make when setting up their Google Ads campaign. Number 1, targeting way too many services. Dentists often think that they'll be able to advertise for everything under the sun. Well, in reality, every other dentist is thinking the same thing. And if you're not starting with a big budget, you're not going to beat them in that race. You're much better off focusing on stuff people are actually looking for in your area and putting your energy and services towards that. You'll be much more successful and drive much more patients in. A lot of dentists think that they want to go for those big cosmetic cases, but in reality, if you're doing a great job with general dentistry, there's no reason that your patients should go anywhere else. They'll come to you for those big cases when it's time. The main thing is you focus on your reputation and growing your practice properly. Reason number 2 is you could actually have a really good campaign, it's just not funded enough. It's severely underfunded. Like I said, many dentists in your area are going to be using Google Ads. And a lot of dentists think, especially when they start off, I'll put a couple of $100s in, and if it works, great, I'll put more money in. Well, that's like saying, I'll go to the gym twice a week, and if it works, awesome, I'm going to do it more. But if I don't see the results, I'm going to stop going. As you can see, that's super counterproductive. The best thing that you can do is put in a solid amount based on your clientele and your competition. Over 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to see how well you're doing and see what your cost per lead is and cost per appointment is. If you don't have a solid amount of data to look at, it's going to be very hard for you to judge if your campaign's working well or not. Number 3 is something a lot of dentists actually don't think about a lot, which is the quality of your website. You could have a great AdWords campaign, but if your website sucks, no one's going to call you. AdWords is used to drive people to your website, but if people come to your website, look around, and they're not that impressed, they're not going to call you. Research shows that people look at 3 to 4 dental websites before deciding to make one phone call. If your website is great and you have awesome landing pages with a lot of information, not only will Google Ads show your ads more, but you'll drive more patients in. You'll impress the patient more, and then it's up to your staff to make it work once the phone call comes in. So now that we've gone over the 3 common mistakes dentists often make when creating a Google Ads campaign, let's talk about the 3 things that you should do to make a successful campaign. Number 1, target a small radius. A lot of dentists try and target their entire town. Well, dentists are at every corner, and most people aren't willing to drive more than 5 to 10 miles to go to a dentist. You're much better off targeting your area and putting in all the effort there and trying to drive in that local traffic. Number 2, target more general services. A lot of dentists try and go for those big cosmetic cases, but in reality Invisalign clicks are $10 to $15 on Google Ads. So you could end up spending a lot of money before you get one person through that door. You're much better off going for general services and giving them a great experience. If you give them a great experience, there's no reason why they shouldn't come to you when they want to get those big cosmetic cases done. So we talked about your website earlier. If you have a great website, you're actually going to end up spending a lot less in Google Ads. That's because Google wants to give the user the best experience. An example of this is for somebody looking for, let's say, Honda brakes. If your ad has "we fix cars" versus somebody who fixes Honda specifically, they're going to spend a lot less money. And that's because Google realizes that they're giving the user a much better experience. You want to make sure your landing pages are specific and concise. You don't want to have too much general stuff on one page. That's going to hurt your campaign, and you're going to end up spending a lot more without seeing those results you're expecting. AdWords can be a great way to drive patients to your practice, but it isn't going to do it by itself. It's only one piece of the puzzle, and you have to do a great job in the rest to make sure that one piece of the puzzle fits nicely. If your AdWords campaign is something that you think we can help you with, make sure to fill out the form. It'll take less than 5 minutes and we'll be happy to book a demo with you.